Um, Hello, all. Welcome back to another episode of Game Turtles. I'm your host, Blade, along with my two other co-hosts, Morb and Six. Say hello, guys.
What's going on?
I am present.
To those who are tuning in once more, welcome back. I plenty nice to see y'all watching us once more. I know last time I ended off our podcast, I said we'd have a much more coherent schedule, and that I do have. Starting next week, we will be recording every Wednesday. So if you are tuning in, set that alarm bell on YouTube and tune in every other Wednesday.
Our budget still has not increased. it
Manscaped, please
It'll
sponsor
slowly
us.
get there.
we are renting space in a Discord server.
Yes, we are. And Blade is paying our rent, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yes, coming right out of the pocket.
He's also paying our editor, which we don't have one.
That's also a work in progress,
yeah. So
along with a logo.
that's the most important part, actually.
Yeah.
Yep, a
Yeah.
logo is in work in progress, and we eventually will have that. So
Just
hope y'all are able to see it.
imagine three turtles with controllers, but not the Ninja Turtles. And that's copyright.
Yeah, please don't copyright strike us.
Don't sue us like Nintendo will
Glorious.
after last week's podcast.
All right, now to get down to the nitty gritty. Start us. I would like to start us off with this latest bit of news that just graced us a good while ago, or very recently.
At some point this
Eric
week.
Barone. Yeah. Oh, this week.
At some point this
Oh,
week.
oh yeah. Stardew creator Eric Barone tweeted out that all. He tweeted out, and I quote: "I swear on the honor of my family name, I will never charge money for a DLC or update for as long as I live. Screen cap this and shame me if I violate this oath." Which is, wow, you know, it's pretty good to make, future updates along with DLC free. Kind of like same model as what No Man's Sky does.
You know,
Barone
Stardew's a
also,
really good game. It
it's, yeah,
for a one-man dev team who's relying solely off of sales from his games, that's a big thing.
very much so. He's really holding it down, especially how big the game has gotten. Barone also said he's working on Stardew's mobile port, and he quoted in one of the tweets that I unfortunately wasn't able to get that it's on my mind every minute. So slowly but surely, he's putting all of his effort into making the Stardew mobile port, which is pretty remarkable, especially since, like Six said, he's a one-man dev team, right?
Yeah, he is just one man, but let me correct you a little bit. Stardew Mobile's been out for a while now. I uh I own it.
Uh,
He's probably working on updates for it though.
yeah, correction. Yeah, our updates for it. But while he's also working on these updates, Barone's also working on another project, Haunted Chocolatier, which is along with another unannounced project that hoping we'll get some news on it very soon. Not to plus he's also working on some future Stardew updates, which dang, that's quite a lot.
He's the man. I've
He
been
he,
looking
he
forward to
really is.
Haunted Chocolatier.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty cool. I've seen some pretty. Wasn't there gameplay out for Haunted Chocolatier? Just demo
I think
stuff he
some
showed.
screenshots. I'm not too sure.
Hmm, I'll have to check those out. Barone also said that he's working to port over some of the existing updates onto console, which hopefully I'm hoping to see some of them come to the console. It would be pretty nice.
I was unaware that
for
you
it.
played Stardew.
Same here.
Ignore that. I just dropped my mug.
Did not hear
But
we did not hear that.
thank God. But
Well, no, we did.
that. Yeah, now we know. Now the world knows.
Yeah.
yeah, my mug fell.
Such a shame.
But yes, it's pretty remarkable for what Barone is doing.
Yeah.
You know, making most updates and DLC free. Like I said earlier, No Man's Sky does most of their DLC and updates free as well, which is also another team that's pretty good too.
I just saw something about No Man's Sky earlier that with their latest DLC, they're getting more players in or something.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I've seen a few screenshots of the newest update on their subreddit, which wow, they're really expanding upon that game. It's pretty pretty nice to see how far No Man's Sky has came.
Yeah, with the Worlds update, they have the highest player count in years.
Truly, that's truly, it's pretty remarkable.
Very remarkable.
And we did
You do-
spend quite a bit of time last week talking about No Man's Sky too.
Yeah. or- So yeah, if y'all ever decide y'all need another game to play, Stardew Valley, highly recommend it. It's one of those games that you can just sit down, kick back, and enjoy. We're not sponsored, by the way, but just figured I'd plug in a good game.
Someone please sponsor us.
Please, so that way we can be in No Man's Sky if that's an option.
I want to be in Fortnite, bro.
Oh yeah, true.
I
You
would like
doing
to
it,
also,
Graydon?
I would like to pass the mic on to my other host, Morb.
I'll do it. So next segment. If any of you fighting game fans out there are in love with Tekken, well, great news. Tekken 8 new DLC has come out for the game. Not only that, but they did a brand with Nike, where in the autumn or in the fall, one of the two, you're able to get Nike brand shoes. Similarly, the
Really?
ones that are shown in the trailer. Yeah, what they show in
Wow.
the trailer for the Nike shoes, that's what you can also buy. Even though there is a Twitter post about one person saying how terrible the shoe looks, but he only posted one picture at like the worst angle possible. So, you know, people are like, all right, don't trust this man or whatever. But the not only that, but of course the DLC. Now the DLC, some people are gonna get mad about it. Some, I don't know. I'm guessing some. For me, I'm kind of mad about it because the character they're bringing in is Heihachi Mishima, and he died in 7. He died, but even though we just saw Kazuya throw him over to the lava pit in the volcano, even though we do see him throw it, but not like his body physically in the lava or whatnot. Still though,
Yeah.
but they've already done his like being brought back from the dead all the way back in like Tekken 5, and then they're doing it again. They already did it again. What was it in like 3, I believe, as well, in Tekken 3 as well. So it just feels weird for me that they just want to keep doing that in a sense, you know. I
Wow.
just it just feels
So
weird for
ba-
me.
so basically, somehow Heihachi Mishima returned.
Yeah, and he's a monk now. You're just living among the monks, training, just like that
We're
in the
living in
trailer.
a world of peak writing here.
Yeah.
Peak writing right now.
And
Bringing back
but
old villains and all.
Yeah. Nothing much from here, but I'll take it on to 6.
So, really good news coming out of Microsoft and Bethesda, FTC notwithstanding. The Bethesda Game Studios announced on Friday that they've unionized under CWA, that's Communication Workers of America, and they are the first Microsoft-owned game studio to do so. So this is actually really big news. It
Are they the first ones to unionize within the gaming industry, or have there been others?
I think there have been others. Don't quote me on that. I can't really search the topic right now. But they are the first Microsoft-owned studio to do so.
Wow.
And I don't believe they have they are still working on a contract. But
So it's just all work in progress.
yeah, but they are unionized.
That it's actually pretty good. I hope that it gets better for them.
Yeah.
And continue.
Sorry about that. No, sorry. Dog just brushed by me, so ignore that.
And Microsoft officially recognized the union, integrating Bethesda's Maryland office into CWA, into that CWA's local chapter, and also in Texas as well.
Ooh,
Oh,
Go
in Texas
Texas.
too?
they
Yeah.
are not the first video game company to do so. Sega of America was is also unionized,
Oh wow.
from what I'm seeing here. And another one called Tender Claws, an indie company, back in 2022. But
Wow, that's
yeah, very big news for Bethesda and Bethesda fans.
Mm-hmm.
plenty of good news all around.
And with that, I would pass it off to Blade again, unless anyone has any comments.
Any other comments?
No, none for me.
All right, as Pierce's mic is back passed on to me.
Yeah, take that
Second
thing.
best bit of news is that Capcom announced that they will be continuing to produce physical games. After a recent shareholder meeting they've had, they announced that they will continue to do physical releases. But even though a recent Capcom release, Kunetsugami Path of the Goddess was a digital release, all the apparent signs really point to that the only games that will be getting physical releases in the future will be AAA titles. Hence, like I mentioned last episode, Dead Rising, the new Dead Rising remaster is going to be one of the Capcom games to get physical release, but appearing in November, so
Yeah.
AAA titles will be only getting physical releases. But though they're vowing to continue it, their physical sales they have been on a very sharp decline since 2022, when sales amounted to a shocking 10.6%, and further dropping to 9.9% in the following year. But in the best bit of news, sales now are about 6.8%. So that's better. But on the topic of physical releases, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection's also getting a physical release, but going to be a limited geographical release with
Is it gonna be
with
like Mario All Star, or there's a time
yeah,
limit? Hmm.
North America is only going to get a physical release on the Switch, while the European countries get the physical PlayStation release, which it's a little disappointing, but thank God for import. It imports.
It is a shame, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like what All Star is right now, to where people
Did we lose him? Oh. So minor technical glitch here. I have been disconnected from the Discord call. So I will be holding on to the conversation from here real quick, and I will talk about something here. It's kind of not my not my show. So my topic for my next topic is the FTC and the Game Pass price gouging. Essentially, they let me read here. Ah, yeah. With Microsoft discontinuing Game Pass for console and increasing the price of Ultimate, they are also removing day one exclusives from their newest tier of Game Pass, which the FTC says is a degraded product. With the price increase for existing users, you will not be able to get console Game Pass anymore. And they are looking into adding a Family Pass again, I believe. That was discontinued some years ago. The FTC also called the price increase inconsistent with the case Microsoft made in the FTC trial last year with the during the case of them acquiring Activision Blizzard King. And just give me one moment here. I'm gonna try and get reconnected.
We can redo it
We're
if you'd like.
we're recording again.
Well, okay.
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 After that,
Apologies for the technical difficulties.
I kind of
Yeah,
bullshitted
if you
my
see
way
a
through
jump
the.
cut anywhere, technical difficulties. If you saw the jump cut.
I just heard you cut out more, and then I was like, did we lose him? And then I just noticed that I got disconnected. And it took me like a solid 30 seconds to figure that out, and then I kind of fumbled my way through the FTC and Game Pass thing.
I was before you
Mm.
had gotten disconnected. I was asking for what your thoughts are on Capcom continuing to produce physical games.
That's something we did talk about last week too, with
We
physical
just gotta
media.
keep going with it.
Yeah, we're just
People forget about physical media.
we're just hitting back on last week's topics because we did talk about what limited run games and
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
physical media will always be the best way to consume products. I'll be honest, because they
yeah.
See, that's our tagline. Physical media is the best.
yeah, because
Buy physical.
publishers and companies can always just pull the licensing from whatever streaming service you're using, or shut down a digital storefront,
Yeah.
like we also talked about last week, and there'd be no way for you to play your game. Well, I mean, not so much on the digital storefront unless you don't have that console anymore. But
Yeah.
there'd be no way for you to consume that media,
Yeah.
So
Very much so.
let's keep physical alive, boys.
And to anyone watching right now, keep physical media alive.
Except for this podcast.
Please keep us alive.
You never know. We could be
Sponsor
like,
us.
what is it, the angry video game nerd, and just basically put all of his, he basically put all of his videos into a DVD and sell it.
like Netflix in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Let's put this on a disc and just send it to everyone who wants it. We'll do an emailing list. Email us if you want a
I
copy.
We'll do a giveaway.
I will also be handing out digital copies at the local McDonald's by putting them in Happy
All you
Meals.
need is your three numbers on your security code.
Give us your social security number. It'll be $300 a disc. Interactions not
But
rated by the ESRB.
now that I covered the Capcom, I was gonna pass the mic off to Morb next.
Ah, yes, thank you for that. The next
Welcome.
thing I will talk about is Warner Brothers Games. They have acquired the developers for first-party games. And you don't know, it's for the platforming fighting game Multiverses, which is honestly a good game. They're honestly doing well. I hope they add what the director. This is something off from Multiverses. Well, it's still the same thing, but director. This was like a long time ago, like a few months back. But on Twitter, director for Multiverses said he will try his very best, and I mean his very best, to get Walter White into the game, which
Well,
is honestly surreal.
His main attack will
So I,
be, "We need to cook, Jesse."
I really hope he does put Walter White in the game. But besides that, so first, player first games will, still be continued by the co-founders from the players games, but
yeah.
now they will report to like the vice president for Warner Brothers and stuff like that. They will Warner Brothers is actually willing to give them production support and also live management as well.
Hmm.
And then of course, with the connection they're doing now, the multiverses roster will get even bigger. You know, more Warner Brothers, characters and shit like that. And of course, when it comes to emerging, of course, the sad thing is there may be some layoffs here and there. As they
Unfortunately,
try to come closer. Yeah, unfortunate, but things happens.
yeah.
And all in all, they just glad they're working together. Hopefully making Multiverse a great game.
Yeah, I'm really
All in all.
hoping Multiverses, takes off. From what I've seen, it's a fairly good looking game. But I also have my indifferences since it's Warner Brothers. I believe just
Yeah.
recently MK Onslaught was shut down after only a year of runtime.
Yep.
It's actually being shut down October 21st or October 19th, I believe. So you still have a few more months to play the game.
Yep. But
Which
also, don't worry, all you Injustice mobile fans, they're still continuing the servers up and stuff like that. So don't worry about the Injustice games. You'll be fine.
yeah, I really hope, Multiverses stays afloat. Warner Brothers acquiring them does make me a little indifferent to it, given what MK Onslaught, but I'm 50% confident it will stay afloat,
Don't forget
given
about the murder that Warner Brothers did back in March.
and what would that murder be, Six?
You know what murder that was.
I remember it.
R.I.P. Rooster Teeth.
Rest in peace, Rooster Teeth.
Anyways, moving on.
Right?
Now I pass it on to Six.
um, Let me see. What is my next topic here? Because I did kind of fumble off with FTC and Microsoft.
Mhm.
Let's
All right. That could be that was just a technical difficulty. So
let's go back to Microsoft. they
Woohoo!
they are
Yeah.
exploring ad-based and cloud-exclusive Game Pass tiers. I don't know if y'all have heard about that.
I saw quite a bit about it. Unfortunately I wasn't able to look further in depth into it. But what's that?
During my fumble, I also mentioned that they might be bringing back the Game Pass Family Plan as well. But according to a report from Windows Central, they are working towards a cloud-only version of Game Pass that is cheaper than an Ultimate tier subscription.
Whoa.
It's
Huh.
it is focused on
Huh.
users who aren't interested in owning an Xbox console, and they will have the ability to double dip with their games, meaning they can play via the cloud and be able to own the games digitally, which
Hmm.
we just talked about digital ownership again.
Yeah.
And for the ad base, they're not really they're just exploring it. They're not working on it.
Yeah. Nothing
It
set in
Are
stone
they
yet.
doing like Are they doing like what EA did, where they're just slowly like putting it on billboards, stuff like that? Is it
I'm
something like that?
I'm not sure actually.
Hmm.
But it's
I figured, I figured they should just do that.
I think it would be for the ads. I think it would be like you'd have to watch like a say like 2 minute ad or something, and then you could
Oh,
play a game. It's
oh,
for
that.
those
Whoa,
that
whoa,
don't want to
whoa,
spend
whoa.
money on Game Pass.
So
they
you're telling me I have to watch a McDonald's ad, not sponsored by the way, before I play before I get to play
Old
Banjo
timers.
Kazooie?
yeah. I think that's how it would realistically work. Because they have been testing out the ads for whenever you start up your Xbox. I've gotten quite a few. It's like as soon as you turn it on, and it's like, "Hey, buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 right now on sale or whatever."
Jeez. And us PlayStation people, we don't have ads, so
Look, you want to fight?
I mean, we don't get any ads at all. Like, I don't see
Don't
any ads. I
No
don't.
ads,
So,
just hacks.
nope. If you just want to buy a game, go to the store and buy it.
don't say that out loud. You'll give Sony ideas.
I think they've already
Give
had those
Sony
ideas.
ideas. I think they rejected those ideas, but who knows?
We shall see. Hopefully, it does not come to that point.
Yeah,
And then again,
I hope not.
FTC is riding Xbox's ass, as I have said in my fumble, just not very eloquently.
Hmm.
Because we have too many Game Pass tiers. I'll be honest. I don't even know which one I pay for. I'm pretty sure it's Ultimate. I just notice when the money gets taken out, and I'm like, oh, okay.
No.
How many tiers are there exactly? It's been a hot minute since I've had an Xbox.
That's a good
Same here.
question. Let me look that up real quick.
Because for PlayStation, all we got is just essential, or yeah, essential, something middle ground, and then premium. That's all we got. At least I think. Unless I'm missing another one.
Yeah, you're right. That's the 3 tiers I believe that they have.
Yeah, essential, extra, and then premium. Yeah.
Premium being the only way you could access their cloud-based library.
So they currently have
Yeah.
4 Game Pass tiers. The Xbox Game Pass Core for Xbox consoles, the Xbox Game Pass Console for Xbox consoles, which don't really understand the difference between the two, besides the dollar difference. There's Xbox Game Pass PC, and then there's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is for Xbox and PC. And with their new tier rollouts that they're doing, they are getting rid of the Xbox Game Pass console one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What?
I uh,
Wow.
I said during my
Oh.
I said during my thing I closed the article that I was looking at. That they were removing it and replacing it with something else. Let me see here.
For those
It's the
watching,
Game Pass standard, and it
Game
will.
Pass standard.
Yeah, it's going to be the new tier, and it's going up to 50. They're increasing the prices as well. The and the new tier will remove day one exclusives. So you'll just be paying for Game Pass to play games, but you won't have the day one exclusives there.
That's unfortunate, but I guess that's understandable in a sense. You know, day one exclusives being locked behind more of a higher paywall.
Which it is how tiered subscription services work. But also, I do agree with the FTC on it. It is a kind of a degraded product. Because the tier system now, as it works now, I think is fine, and they should not be messing with it.
But they're going to.
It's a kind of an anti-consumer move, which they've been doing a lot of lately. Let's be honest.
Yeah, very very much so.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole. And
Yep, that is one rabbit hole I would not like to go down.
we're about to get sued by Microsoft.
Too many numbers would hurt my head.
I'm not a mathematician, as I like to say at work. So what do y'all think about this?
I don't know. For
Yeah,
me, for my PlayStation, I just get the basic essential. I don't need all the other crap. I would just rather pay that money than pay a subscription. Well, I am, but just I just need the basic. That's all I need. I don't really need anything else.
yeah, I'm curious to see where the whole changes in Game Pass go. I assume, you know, of course there's always going to be some people complaining about it, but
I will be
I'm sure
one of
there's
those
going to be
people.
but I'm sure some will, I guess, grow to acknowledge it over the time being.
And
But we shall see where it goes. I'm very curious to see.
and with that, I pass the buck back to you, Blade.
Huh. Back to me, eh? Oh boy.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
I'm clearing
It-
up our catalog here.
yeah, I am just taking a sip of water. All right. In in not so shocking news, Halo Season 2 has been canned by Paramount,
That
which
is the best news I've heard all week.
very much so. I for one, I had watched the first season, and wow, whew, that was a rough one.
I'll be honest, I skipped. I watched the first 2 episodes in season 1, and then I put the show down for like a year until like 3 episodes of season 2 were out. And then I just skipped to the last episode of season 1, and then I went into season 2. And not much was lost there. You could easily follow the story without all the filler.
I am very surprised, but not also surprised that Halo got canned because I remember seeing its season 1 trailer being met with a lot of criticism.
Well deserved criticism.
Absolutely.
If it was a
Made
standalone show not connected to a insanely profitable IP, it probably would have done fine.
Yeah. Same thing with live action Avatar show.
Yeah, it would have been
I would say.
fine if it came out like 20 years ago before Halo as a
Yeah.
game existed.
We're back on like the 360 era. When maybe it could have worked,
It most
but
likely could have
no,
worked.
but maybe not live action. Maybe an animation would have sufficed.
Like Halo Legends.
Exactly like Halo Legends. But I recall one of the main criticisms being Master Chief having his face shown,
I think
which
you mean Master Cheeks from the sex scene in season 1.
there was a sex scene in season 1.
Yes, that is why he is known as Master Cheeks now.
Yeah.
Just in, folks. Master Chief fucks.
And it wasn't Cortana. It's I did like some parts of the show. Like in season 2 they did the Fall of Reach. It didn't follow the game exactly at all in any shape or form, but it was just well done. I will give it props
Like
for that.
visually or the in story.
A bit of both, honestly. I like the way they started telling it, but
Uh-huh.
spoilers for anyone who really cares. Oni took his armor and just fucked off, and Chief and his little team were there without their armor during the Fall of Reach in the
Well,
show.
technically, it's not a spoiler since the show was canned.
Well, on that same note, Microsoft and 343 are gonna try shopping it around to find someone else to make it.
Amazon,
I would have faith in Amazon.
very much so. Especially how Amazon did a fantastic job with the Fallout series.
Fallout,
I
The
I
Boys, Invincible, Amazon don't
I,
miss.
d- I definitely would love to see them, giving Amazon a chance to adapt Halo. You know, especially especially if Amazon gets a writer that's fully committed to pretty much bringing the story to life.
All they had to do was stick to canon, and it would have done just fine.
Uh,
Unfortunately, that was not the case, and which eventually
yeah.
led to its
They
which eventually led to it being discontinued.
it was either the showrunners or the actor himself that said, if you don't like what we're doing with the show, then the show isn't for you.
Don't.
Which I'd
I'm
like
not
to
sure if
say
that's the exact quote, but it was something along those lines.
that
Mm.
exact quote is a stake to the heart. Quite. That's pretty much saying that I personally I would think is a death sentence for whatever show it is.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's like with I think it was Dice or EA and Battlefield 5 or Battlefield V. They said if you don't like the game, don't play it, and people simply did not play it.
Yep, which let that be a lesson. If you want your video game, show, or even movie to take off, do not say that exact phrase.
Do not fuck with the fans.
Looking at you, Disney.
It's perfectly okay to craft, do Fallout was its own little thing where they actually crafted another story within the same universe. That's entirely okay.
That's how every game
You
in the
know,
Fallout series works.
you know, doing another story within the same universe while not messing with
How
the
anything
actual
works.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see it get canned, but again, it does not surprise me in the slightest.
There is no love lost.
But we shall see what happens. I would like to pass the mic off back to Morb.
All this next segment, Capcom. Capcom are thinking, opportunity for a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, making a new one. I, for one, am actually really I'm excited that they do that. Not only that, but you know, change the move list and whatnot. Make new
Yeah.
specials and whatnot. Not like how the last Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or whatever it's called, where essentially they just the past characters that were in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they just copied and pasted to Infinite, but just made them look better and whatnot. But just graphic wise, they didn't change nothing or whatever. They just made it all the same, which I for one we just felt kind of sad about it because I just when it's a new game you expect it to be not only just the same move list but make it more unique, more stuff to it, stuff similar to like that. But otherwise, I'm still excited, no doubt. But I'm just saying, when you make the new one, add Dante and Virgil. Don't don't like in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they added Dante and Virgil, and those two are my main in 3, and then Infinite is out. They don't have Virgil at all, and that completely ruins my gameplay mechanic because I enjoyed having Virgil there and also Dante, but they didn't add him there for some reason. I do not know why they just didn't, but it just felt kind of weird for me. They add Dante, and then no other characters from Devil May Cry series, and it just felt weird just Dante by himself without the Devil May Cry team there. But you know, it's not my decision. But I hope that they do that for the new one.
Well said.
Very
Hmm.
well said.
Also, uh, Capcom also says they want to do new Mega Man game and continue it like an ongoing basis as well. Just found this out. Rather get at it now. They want to keep going as a ongoing basis. They just want to keep doing how they did it in the past before. And I even though I didn't play Mega Man 11, I'm pretty sure it's gonna do well, no doubt.
Meg-
Oh, as you were saying, Six, sorry.
I was gonna say Mega Man is just one of those series that it's really fun to play. Like whenever you're just hanging around with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a few of the older Mega Man games. I thought they were fairly fun. A little difficult, to say the least, but pretty fun.
Yeah, they're incredibly difficult. I don't know what you're talking about. Mega Man X is
I only
such
died
a
like
pain in
50
the ass.
times.
That's just how you play the game. You die.
Yeah.
It just works.
Hey, don't go quoting Todd Howard.
So,
Um,
but
Now, pass it on to 6.
I was gonna say, I also saw that Capcom says that they want to keep making Marvel games, like Marvel vs. Capcom,
yeah,
Hmm.
other maybe other titles in that same franchise.
Hmm.
it would. I believe, if I recall, I think they were remastering some of the older games,
Yeah.
which which I'm pretty excited to see them. The only time I've ever seen some Marvel versus Capcom games are the older ones. I to specify are the ones in the arcade.
Yep. Shout
So,
out to Quasars.
not sponsored.
That's
Give us money. Look, I don't get paid a lot, so I can't I can't be giving out this space in this Discord server for free, man.
No, remember Blade's paying.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the money.
He makes more money than I do.
Uh, yeah. We'll go with that.
I just increased my 401k contributions last week, so you do make more money than me now. So let's end this off on a high note, I guess. Last topic. It's something magnificent, actually.
Really?
It's gonna come with mixed reviews from a lot of people.
Mhm.
The Olympic the Olympic Committee approved the creation of the Olympic Esports Games, and the first one will be held in 2025 in Saudi
wow.
Arabia. Yeah.
So, professional gaming, eh?
Olympic level gaming.
Brings a tear to my eye. We've come so far.
I can already see the headlines. People just complaining about this.
Huh, boomers.
Not just boomers, but millennials, just anyone. A lot of people will complain about this. And honestly, I think it's just, it's going to be dead air.
Yeah, fortunately, there's always going to be people complaining.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
But like with esports, you also have to be physically fit because you're sitting there competing for hours on end. That takes a lot of endurance to do, along with the possibility of getting carpal tunnel, hemorrhoids, a bunch of other things could go wrong while just sitting there, blood clots.
Hmm.
So you do have to
definitely
be physically fit.
Definitely arthritis in the hands. I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that you definitely have to be physically fit for that.
So they have not announced which games will be featured in the competition. Let's be honest, it's most likely going to be like Call of Duty or something. Or maybe like FIFA 18.
Nightmare scenario, possibly Fortnite.
Saudi officials confirmed the competition will be open to all gamers regardless of gender or sexuality. Which is kind of big because homosexuality is illegal in Middle Eastern countries like
that's right.
Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Definitely big.
Yeah.
But, it's very welcoming to see.
I can't wait to be hung on the cross for this last topic.
It's okay.
I'm waiting for it.
See, that means anyone can be a gamer. You just need to put the work in it in order to become one.
Yeah.
To do the Olympics. But
Hit the
stay
gym.
fit. No McDonald's. We're looking at you, Queso. No McDonald's.
No, that's an Olympic level athlete right there.
We love you, Queso.
Weighing in at 500 pounds. It's Queso.
Queso going against Charlie. I could see Moist Critical doing it if he did competitive gaming.
I could very much see him doing it.
And it would be misinput.
Misinput. Come.
That's one of his best clips right there.
There's another best clip of his, but I do not think I could say it.
For legal reasons, I suggest you don't say it.
I will not say it.
I don't want
Oh,
to
come
get
on.
sued again.
But in safer terms, he's pulling a chicken out.
I think that's a legal gray area. Should be safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a
But
lawyer.
I'm gonna call
but
someone.
it would appear that's our last of the topics to cover, right? Some of the latest news.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
pass the mic back to you.
Well, that would be the last of the recent news that we've covered, basically. But you
Okay,
know,
take the mic then.
I'm holding it right in the hand. But but it's always a pleasure to those tuning in once more. Always a pleasure to be able to tune in again. You know, we're slowly picking up the pace, slowly but surely, but we'll get there.
One
I
day we'll get there.
I'm still tweaking the audio issues, but they will not improve.
Not until we
But
get sponsored.
Yeah. I'm trying to
but
fix them with no budget here.
we'll it will improve over time though. We'll get it.
That's a lot of
One
wishful
day.
But
thinking.
it's always good to have some optimism.
Yeah. At
But
least we're digging in your wallet for this.
Thank you
yep.
for your sacrifice.
But back to what I was saying. But yeah, you know, like I said earlier, we'll have more of a concrete schedule starting next week, where we'll record every Wednesday. So, and I will most possibly have us a logo by then.
So
Which
all of that's coming out of your wallet. Whenever we get sued by Nintendo and Charlie, are you also gonna pay for that?
I will not.
Oh.
He definitely will. In the contract, it said he will.
But
Speaking of, I need to write up the contracts for us.
Yeah.
but
He has to pay us
yes,
$5,000 a month.
it's been a pleasure to those tuning in again. It's been a pleasure for y'all to listen to us, and hopefully, hope to see us improve as the future goes on.
Yeah.
Good night,
And
everyone.
with that, good night, everyone.
It is
See ya.
And
9:15 p.m. on a Tuesday night,
On Tuesday.
July
are you
23rd, 2024.
still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah, we're still
Okay.
recording.
And my last bit of wisdom to those tuning in:
Nice wisdom.
Yeah, that's great wisdom
brain
there.
fart for a brain fart for
Great
a second,
wisdom
but
right there, folks.
good wisdom. You know, look both ways before you cross the street.
Someone please sponsor us. So we can
Please.
get another
Dr.
host.
Squatch. Manscaped. Helix mattress.
You know, I did buy a Dr. Squatch soap bar the other day, and it should come in like 5 or 6 days.
Oh, which one did you buy?
The fight scrub.
Ah, they're doing a SpongeBob one now.
Yeah, it kept trying to go straight to SpongeBob whenever I was buying it. I'm like, no, I want this one.
But yeah, to end it off, you know, hope tune in next week for latest bit of news. And I'm Blade, your friendly host, and with my other hosts, Six and Morb.
That last conversation was not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
It was not.
Soon to be.
Please.
We bid thee farewell and hope to see y'all tune in again next week.
Good night, everyone.
See you.